Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we're going to discuss May's Yarn Bingo. As you can tell, I was very close to a number of bingos, but I only got 2. I had things pulled out to work on, and with the move, it just didn't happen. Case rah. But I did want to discuss with you what I did get done. I did start a baby lovey. We're just going across this way. So my first bingo was the baby lovey. I made 3 different types of soap sacks. I sort of kind of used a pattern for one and then went off script for the other 3. Finish a whip. I finally finished my Christmas socks that I started back in November. Create a Christmas gift. This is probably actually, or a large Christmas gift. This is probably the largest Christmas gift on my list. My list is still stuck to the box that my camera stand is on. But that will be for my sister-in-law, or will go to my sister-in-law. I did share a pattern to the group, and the pattern that I shared is actually for these little scrubbies. And these things are perfect. I know everybody at the end of a dishcloth has like that 15 to 30 yards left over, and these are perfect. With the scraps that I had, I was able to make one scrubby, and then have a little bit of scrap that is going into my next Franken pot holder from when I finished the first one in March, maybe. So that's a perfect usage of those scraps. Finish and whip. I finished this pair of socks. These are I called them my accidental socks. I did not mean to cast them on, but I did, and it happened, and it's okay. Something in yellow yarn. I have the unraveled mitten square number 6. I'm not sure which pattern that is. I don't have any of the names listed up here. The patterns are all downstairs, but I did do that. Down here, create 3 dishcloths. I have the one I finished the other day that I just shared in my show and tell video. It has this neat texture to it. I have this, and I will try to, over the next couple days, if it's not updated with this video, I will come back and put in all the pattern links. And then we also have this one, and this is another one where once again, I talk about Ross constantly on this channel because I watch his channel so much, but Ross over at the Smells Like Yarn podcast is doing his version of the Great Stash Down of 2018 and 2019, but it's stashed from the past. And he's trying to use mostly free patterns to use up the stash that he's hoarded in his basement. So AKA the stuff we don't see in his normal videos. And that's one of the patterns. I keep ripping off his dishcloth patterns because for some reason I'm not finding as many good ones as he is. And by the time I see them, most of them have already been reviewed by him. So I keep ripping off his patterns there. That's also where I found the Boxy and the Harris and something else that I did. But that was another easy pattern to work up. I do like the pattern, but I kind of want to do just this side, not the garter stitch side, and see how that works up for me. But those are my 3 dishcloths. Create something with a pom-pom. Now, I am kind of stretching with this. Not because I didn't want to use a pom-pom, but because I like things to be washable. And especially if I'm donating them, I like them to be washable. Not everybody has time to take or thinks to tie off the pom-poms. So I am calling this a pom-pom. It is the Delaney hat that I made. I will be entering this and sending this to Amber over at Ooh Ah Crochet. So I am calling that a pom-pom. That is my project with a pom-pom. I just had to make my own pom-pom. Then the next one is the free space here in the middle. This is where we are now. Finish a whip, unraveled mitten number 5. I don't know which one's number 5. Was that paired doubles? Let's see, that's that one. So I guess this is the one that I was counting for that. I do have them written down. Unfortunately, with the unraveled mitten ones, I kind of lose track of which one is which. So we'll call that one that one. Something that represents a TV show. Now, this one actually accidentally occurred, but my second box from the Knit Picks Crochet Lovers kit reminds me very heavily, and I don't know if it's association because of the bag, if it's just candy striping always makes me think of her, but this character right here is named Oblina. She is from Real Monsters, which was a Nicktoon in the 90s. And that scarf has just reminded me of her nonstop while I'm working on it. So while it was an inadvertent, either having put the project in that bag makes me think of her, or it really does just look like her. And there, one of the sections is black and white stripes. So it's almost like the pink and white's her lips. Then you've got her little feet and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I'm calling it because every time I pick it up, I think of Oblina. So the 4th row, work on a blanket project down here. I worked on my 2017 Jada and Stitches. And that is the May block. I didn't do all 4 flowers, and I did put my butterfly in a weird place, but I enjoy being able to change it up a little bit. Finish a whip is the next one. I have my tutorial socks that I worked with Mary from Mary's Crochet Chit Chat, Jackie from Jackie's Crochet Creations, and Melanie at Stitched My Lou. Create 3 scrubbies. I just had these out. I have this one and the 2 that are the pattern that I shared in the group. Like I said, they are literally just perfect for that 15 yards that you have left over. Create something with a flower on it. That is this unraveled mitten square. These are little flower clusters, or at least that's what she called them, and they do like little flowers. Had I not been on the brown block for that one, it probably would have looked more like flowers, but something with flowers. And in theory, you could alternate these 2 with each other. I just prefer to keep these as finished whipped items instead of working on a blanket project. The last row, create something to donate. Hill 60 hat. Like I've said before, this is one of my favorite hats. I love the way the rib decreasing is done. Even though I keep using variegated yarns for it, which don't show off the pattern to the ribbing as well as I would prefer. Still going to go with that. Learn a new stitch. Once again, there are 2 on here that are unraveled mittens. I think I called the wattle stitch block Learn a New Stitch. To create that kind of dense texture, I've always used lemon peel. So wattle was actually a new stitch for me. Kind of interesting. Create something with a lot of texture. I have this round dishy. And you will notice that the scrubby I showed in the same color, the center section of that is the center section from here. And it was just using up the green yarn I had left over. And the last one is finish a whip. So just for the record, my waffle weave thing I finally did figure out is the Granny Spike stitch block. And I talked to somebody else and theirs turned out very waffly too. So I don't know if it's something we did wrong or if it's just unblocked. It's more textured for some of us. No clue. But that is what I finished for this month's Yarn Bingo. I do already have my card printed for June. Excuse me. So I will go ahead and start looking through that and seeing what projects I have lined up. We'll match that. But yeah, that's where we are. I, once again, have a whole bunch of notes written on the bottom of my card because it sits right there where I work generally. So that was a lot of fun. This goes in this pile. Because every time I film, I sit here and create little piles all the way around me. Things go in different spots. Things are going to different purposes at the end of the month. So, yep, there we go. We have our yarn bingo. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I have one more video to film and about 15 minutes to get done with it. So, you guys take care. I will see you guys real soon. I hope May was an amazing month for you, even though it wasn't... crochet-wise, it wasn't great for me. It was a good month for me overall, just very stressful. I hope June is right there with you, and I hope you enjoy your projects, and I can't wait to see what everybody makes. Take care, you guys, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye.